Welcome to CARICOMP Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
A $15 t-shirt with a face printed on it fools state-of-the-art facial recognition detectors 99% of the time. Not a Hollywood-grade silicone mask. Not a deepfake. A cotton t-shirt from a color printer. That should unsettle anyone, whether you design security systems for a living or you just walk past surveillance cameras on your way to get coffee. Because the cameras watching public spaces, airports, and office lobbies use the same underlying technology. If a printed face on fabric can slip past the algorithm, the system isn't just flawed in some edge case, it has a blind spot baked into its architecture. And that blind spot affects everyone, from the analyst trusting a match result in a case file to the person whose photo could be printed on a shirt and used without their knowledge. If that feels unsettling, good. Understanding exactly where the failure happens is how you stop feeling powerless about it. So where exactly does the system break? Most people assume facial recognition is one thing. A single algorithm that looks at a face and says, "That's you." It's actually 4 separate stages running in sequence. First, detection. The system finds a face in the image. Second, alignment. It straightens and centers that face. Third, representation. It converts the face into a mathematical code. And fourth, verification. It compares that code against a database to find a match. Each stage hands its output to the next one like runners in a relay. And just like a relay, if the first runner picks up the wrong baton, it doesn't matter how fast everyone else runs. Detection is that first runner. According to researchers working with the deepfake framework, detection alone boosts overall recognition accuracy by up to 42%. Alignment adds another 6% on top of that. Those are enormous gains, but they only count if the detector grabbed the right face to begin with. Now, one of the most widely used detectors is called MTCNN. It's a cascade of 3 neural networks that work together to find faces and pinpoint key landmarks: your eyes, your nose, your mouth. The first network casts a wide net, proposing rough face-shaped regions. The second refines those proposals. The third zeroes in on precise landmark positions. It's built for speed and scale. What it's not built for is skepticism. It doesn't ask whether a face is real, it asks whether something is face-shaped. And that distinction matters enormously. Researchers at Darmstadt University of Applied Sciences tested over 1,600 images from 100 different t-shirts, each printed with a human face. 8 people wore those shirts in various poses, while a depth camera captured them. MTCNN detected the printed faces on the fabric more than 99% of the time, regardless of how the wearer was standing or turning. Meanwhile, that same detector struggles with real human faces when lighting shifts past about 30 degrees, and it fails badly when part of a real face is blocked. The algorithm is more confident in a flat ink image on cotton than in a living person under imperfect conditions. So what happens when someone hides their actual face, with a hood, a mask, even just by looking down, while wearing one of these shirts? The detector locks onto the printed face. It passes that face downstream through alignment, representation, and verification. The matching algorithm does exactly what it was designed to do. It searches the database and returns the best candidate. If the printed face belongs to a real person whose photo is in that database, the system returns a match. A legitimate mathematical match, with a confidence score that might hit 95%. That's the part that catches people off guard. Most of us hear, facial recognition failed, and assume the comparison math got it wrong, that the system confused one person for another. That belief makes sense, because nearly every headline about facial recognition errors focuses on matching mistakes. But in this scenario, the matching algorithm performed flawlessly. It compared what it was given and found the correct database entry. The failure happened upstream, before matching ever started. The detector accepted a photograph printed on a shirt as if it were a three-dimensional human being. For an analyst reviewing case evidence, a 95% confidence score looks like strong proof. For anyone whose photo could end up on a $15 shirt, it means someone else could trigger a match against your identity while you're nowhere near the camera. And this isn't a high-tech attack. Unlike 3D silicone masks, which require molds and specialized materials, a printed t-shirt needs nothing more than a color printer and a blank shirt. Any photo pulled from social media, a company website, or a public database can be printed and worn within hours. 100 shirts means 100 distinct attack vectors, each one cheap, disposable, and effective. The confidence score doesn't tell you the system worked. It tells you the system finished. If the detector never questioned whether the face was real, every number that follows is mathematically correct and forensically worthless. So the takeaway is this: facial recognition isn't one step, it's 4. The very first step, detection, can be fooled by a printed face on a t-shirt more than 99% of the time. And once that first step accepts a fake, every step after, it produces a real-looking result built on a lie. Whether you evaluate match reports for a living, or you just want to know how secure the cameras around you actually are, the question isn't, did the system find a match? The question is, did it find the right face first? The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.